Good afternoon. Today is the 8th of November and this is part 5 of a slightly shambolic shuffle around the 2024 NEC Classic Motor Show. I do apologise in advance for all the incorrect information. I've made many mistakes so far already. If I fall over, I do apologise, and also if I get interrupted by announcements and other things, it's just the way that it goes around here, sadly. Lot number 105 in the iconic auctioneer's sale. A 1998 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 5 GSR. 20 to 25,000 pounds. I thought it'd be more than that actually, considering what's the one on the right hand side of it is. There we go, Scotia White. A tempting guide price, 84,000 miles. It looks rather nice, to be honest. Rear wiper action on the saloon, of course, which we like very much. Next to it we've got an Evolution 6, a Tommy Mackin edition. This is a 2001. And it's estimated at 70 to 90,000 pounds. Isn't that crazy? This is so much more than that Evo 5. Wow. Yeah, if somebody who's a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution expert, tell me why that's so much more expensive. Next we've got another Evolution 6 here, RS Sprint Veil Slide. The front of it's been changed, hasn't it? 60 to 70,000 pounds again. Quite a lot of money, I think, for a car like this, but you know, I'm no expert. Some 2000 rally art seats and things like that. The only Evolution I've ever driven is an Evolution 10, and that was absolutely brilliant. So I imagine that'll be good too. Toyota Supra, another car from this sort of era. This one I think is an imported one. I think they'd stopped selling the Supra in this country by 2001. Estimate is 42 to 50,000 pounds, so it's actually cheaper than the Lancer Evolution. Mini Cooper Sports, quite late on in production. This is a 2000, so it's the last year for these. 500 would be the round model. This is a little bit before that. 24 to 28,000 pounds. I'm sure Mr. Bill from the Fuel Pattern would appreciate that. And then we have a 1987 Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth hatch with full press plates on it. How much is this, viewers? 100 to 120,000. Can we just get past it without damaging that mirror? Yes, we did it. Did it, viewers. Excellent. Better not touch that before I get told off, really, because it's worth a lot of money, which I do not have. Another one of these 190E Cosworths. We saw one actually, I think in part 2 actually. So, yeah, that's nice. Manual. XT Lotus. Wow. 30 to 35,000. I'm sitting in black. Yeah, we do like these viewers, so we probably don't need the Cosworth version. I think the 2.6 would be perfectly adequate for me. And another 911. This time it's a 2005 996 facelift Turbo S, less than 16,000 miles, 50 to 60,000 pounds. And we have ridiculous spoiler on the back, of course, because that's the way it goes. I prefer, though, this Toyota Supra, if I'm honest. This Mark III looks good. Looks very good, actually, this. This one's an automatic, so it probably is a little bit less valuable than the manual. The mileage on this is stupid, though. It's utterly ridiculous. Less than 5,000 miles. And no reserve. This is a 1988. I like that rather a lot, viewers. I suspect many of you do as well. Very nice. A Ferrari 456 GTA from 1997. A lovely dark blue with a biscuit leather interior. 38 to 45,000 pounds. Well, that's you know, more affordable than a lot of cars you've seen today, actually. Yeah, I quite like that, viewers. I can't afford to buy or own it, but I like it. How about this Ferrari here? Is this going to be cheaper? I don't know why I even asked that question, viewers, because that's a silly thing to ask. No. It's a 2013 F12 Berlinetta, 130 to 160,000 pounds. How about this Alpine? Very early one, isn't it? 2018. It's the first year for them. The Premiere edition, 900 miles, 48 to 55,000 pounds. The problem is you could buy a brand new one of these for not much more than that. So yes, I think that might struggle slightly, but somebody will want the Premiere edition, maybe. And then we've got an F430 here. Trying to fall over here, viewers, when walking around. It's always the best thing. 430 Scuderia. Excellent. What year would this be? Say 2009. I didn't realize it made them that late. Estimate 165 to 185. Bit more affordable is this Mercedes-Benz 500 SL. This let's get this right. It'd be 107 shape, I think this is. Yeah, R107. 13,000 miles. 86. 45 to 55,000 pounds. Cheaper actually is this 911 Flakbau, which has the interesting front end. I don't know why they offered two front ends to these. Somebody who knows about Porsches maybe tell me why. It's a 3-litre car. Targa model. I mean, I quite like the front end of them, but you know, they aren't very common, are they, these? And then we've got something very, very new here. Extremely new. It's a 20, appropriately enough, it's not 202, it's a 2022 911 4-litre GT3 Touring. Estimate on this is 150, 160,000 pounds. Yeah, not really something I can afford, viewers. Despite the fact we've got a nice leather interior in there. It's a bit cheaper, this one. Aston Martin Vanquish S from 2003, I think that is. Yeah, 2005, sorry, 2005. Couldn't read it from there. 45 to 50,000 pounds. So it's 45 to 55,000 pounds. Two owners. The comprehensive offered as a very conservative estimate. Is that a conservative estimate? I don't know, viewers. That's just someone's opinion, isn't it? Right, a 2021 Aston Martin DBS Superleggera 007 edition. Yes. Yes, like the one No Time to Die, although I don't think that film was particularly my favourite, viewers. Anyway, 2015 Aston Martin GT12 Vantage, 190 to 220,000 pounds. Yeah, well, I hope whoever buys these two cars enjoys them. Unfortunately, that will not be me, much as I'd like to have a go in either of them, really. Right, viewers, we have come to where many of you would expect me to start. This is in Hall 4, and this is the joint Furious Driving. I drive a classic at the Hubnut stand. Of course, we will not be talking about that Citroen because we do not talk about diesels on this channel. Thank you, Mayor of London, and all your friends around the country for your ultra emission and clean air zones. You are not friends of mine or anyone else. So this is a 2000 Alpha 145 Cloverleaf. I have actually driven this. I drove this exactly 5 years ago on the channel. Mr. Richardson has done a lot of work to it since. It's looking good, actually. Made it all the way up here, which is fine. Also made it up here is Steph's Standard Super 10. This was truly a case of burning a midnight oil, actually, to get this ready for the show. I think of welding a new boot floor in it or something crazy. But yeah, I drove all the way here and it was absolutely fine. So there we go. Right, I will take a break for a second here, viewers, and then we're going to go down right there to Hall 8 and look at some Fords. So quite literally the other end of the entire thing, Hall 8, which is mainly Fords, but I'm determined to do this on the first day, so there we go. Old school Ford stand here. Interesting lighting that's not particularly liking my camera, there we go. 1964 Ford Cortina Mark 1. Heavily customised. We've not even got an interior in this one at the moment. Interesting. I'm going to respect this stand and not to go around the back of the cars, I think. It'll save a bit of time if I don't do that. Then we've got Mark III Capri. Quite an early one actually. 78 was the first year of it. It came out in March 78. This is a 3-litre Capri with big sort of wide arches on it, this one. Good old X-Pack. Then we've got Mark I Escort van, which is a 1969. We've had a different engine. We've got a Z-Tech Silver Top in here. 2.8 Capri 5-speed gearbox Type 9. Escort Mexico 71. Unrestored original paintwork. Crazy. Twin cam replica, originally a 13 Super Auto from 1968. Lost a lot of money in twin cam these days. Then we've got very, very late Mark I Escort Estate 1600 GT. Exported to Portugal while still in primer. It's imported in 2016. Crazy, it's a nice looking car, isn't it? And we've got some more here, the Escort 1300E Owners Club stand. Again, I won't go around the back, in fact I can't go around the back on this stand at all. I might be able to sort of go down this way on this first one, but not the rest of it. This, I think is a 74, it's a very late Mark I Escort. We'll just go down here if I can have a look at this purple one. It's amazingly 70s colour, this sort of metallic purple, which is actually the same colour as the sofas they've got here as well. So there we go. Obviously most of these sort of people set at the back anyway, won't they, for all the 1300Es. So one of the very last of the Mark 1s. Get either a 2-door or 4-door. Here's a 2-door. Portsmouth plate. Registered in September 74 in Portsmouth. WC. It's a Ford UK car, or was this a Ford digit? No, it's a dealership. May 74. A 2-door. Another purple 1300E. This time a 2-door one as opposed to a 4-door. This will be probably a 73. Yes, it is a 73. Excellent. So we can go down the side of that one in a second if we actually get there. Yeah. There we go. Look, that's what the 2-door looks like. If you look at the interior whilst we're here as well, if you don't trip over anything here, viewers. Very nice. Wood cappings and all sorts of things. Delightful. And we've got an RS Turbo that's on mirror stands, and look at that. Extraordinary. Very, very nice. Quite late for an RS Turbo actually. This one will be sort of 89, 90 on a G. Lovely. And we've got, I presume this is a Fiesta van. Again, we've had an engine transplant in this one. Another one of the Z-Tech ones in here. It's a black top this time. It's a 950cc Fiesta van originally. Different seats in here as well. I can't touch it, so I can't quite see the plate on that. Can't quite see the ear of it. So there we go. If I was taller, I could see that plate, but I'm not. No, X, okay, 1981, 82 then. So this is around the time of the facelift of the Mark 1, which was very subtle. We've got very early Escort here, 67, 68 plate. That's a very, very early Escort. The 2 litre, I presume it's a Pinto engine in there. They made them better, did they? Were 2 litre Escorts. Look at that, some sort of promotional material there. Then an absolutely huge Ford pickup from Australia. Fast thing, XR6 turbo, wow. Amazing, the contrast with the little van, isn't it?
Same as yours, isn't it?
So have a look at the back of this early Escort. Actually, the information sheet might help a little bit here. 68, it was 1100 popular, and that's a 2 litre Pinto, yeah. I was right about something for what wasn't I, viewers? Not that I am more the time, you understand. Superb. Then we've got more modern. This is a Fiesta Mark III. Must get the badging right. They made an RS 1800 and an XR3i, XR2i and an RS Turbo. This one's the RS Turbo. Fantastic. 1991 registration. Escort Cosworth in this interesting colour. 94, 95 registration. And a Mark II Fiesta. Someone has put a 260 brake horsepower 2 litre engine in this. It'd be a bit faster than the standard, the 1.1 and 1.4s that would have been around at the time. Yeah. And there's 1.6 would be an XR2. And an early Sierra 1.6L. Oh, and you've got the poverty mirrors as well. Oh, viewers. Yes. Poverty mirrors in 1983. That is in superb condition. One family from new in crystal green. Yeah, the poverty mirrors. It's not the base Sierra, which would have had a black plastic grille. This is an L. But yeah, we got the poverty mirrors. They're only on the very early cars, the poverty mirrors, and on the 2 base specifications. An old Fordson van there. And a Mark II Mondeo ST200. 2.5 V6, absolutely, yeah. Nice for someone to actually spell that out for me so we don't get it wrong. That is a 2000, a very late Mark II. 3 litre S, 1979. Ooh, one of the first on a V plate. Let's have a look at the what's the colour on this? I don't know. Can't remember the name of that colour now. I mean, it's beautiful, isn't it? Got the mirrors and everything out. Then Mark 1 Cortina. I can't resist having a look at this Capri. Let's have a little look at this. Yeah. A bit more power than standard. I think 138 beats worth standard. That'd be a bit more than that now. As will this Cortina. It's had something a little bit different put under there. There we go. ST170 engine from the Mark 1 Focus. And then, ooh, yes, there we go. 280 Brooklands Capri, one of the very last of them. Production of these finished December 86. And that might have been registered by Ford themselves actually. JN was an old Essex plate. Right, there we go. It's actually got a few changes on that. Guard rag, rear disc conversion, electric window, central locking. Excellent. Imagine it's a turbo rather than a turbo Capri. 200 horsepower. Excellent. It looks really standard though. It's like a sleeper. Isn't that nice? I like that here. I like it very much. Yeah, better brakes would be a better idea. The brakes on a Capri 2.8, having driven one a few years ago, are quite bad as standard. They're scary. And we've got Escorts, various. Mark 1 and a bit of Mark 3. Now this is, I think, it's a gear, but it's been modified a little bit. It's a very, very early Mark 3 on a W. I think that's one they actually first came out of W. Only a 4-speed. I think probably a 1.6 this one would be. We've got some RS turbo wheels on there from the later car. And then a pre-facelift Mark 1 Escort 2-door, 172 on a K. It's very difficult to actually get the whole car in the frame, and we're right back here. And then a Mark 2, very late Mark 2 actually, 88, 89 on an F, only a 4-speed, so I imagine that's probably a 1.1 or something originally. What it is now, well, who knows. I've driven one of those. It was an 88 1.1L automatic actually, CTX gearbox. It's alright actually, that wasn't too bad. Couple of standard, I imagine, Capri 280 Brooklands here. Last one of his registered in 1989. It was sort of held back for a bit. There you go, yeah, the last one registered on a G plate. Sales were a bit slower because the thing is, you could buy, I don't know, an RS Turbo or Sierra XR 4i, or it was XR 4x4 at the time, and you know, people preferred those to the Capris, although these are worth serious money now. Oh, more Capri action, excellent. And we've got the Piranha stand. So this was a company in South Africa called Basil Green Motors who made ridiculously fast versions of standard Fords. So this one is a V8 powered Capri. It would have been imported in 1982, which is why it's got an X plate. It's very, very strange to see an X plate on a Mark 1 Capri, but up until about then, when a car was imported personally like this was, just slap whatever plate on it that the year of the import was. So that would be like a sort of L or something, but it's actually on an X plate. Fantastic. Small restoration work to maintain. It's Piranha. We've got original sort of paint there. Very sort of mean looking car, and there is the X plate there. Then we've got a Granada gear with a V8 engine. It's a Mark 1 Granada. Again, you know, this is the sort of thing that I don't know if it would have had sort of a market over here so much really, if it after the fuel crisis, but here we go. South Africa obviously didn't mind about such things, did they? 76, 77 registration, that one, with a V8. And then another lovely Mark 1 Capri. This one's actually got the period plate on it in 1972-73 registration. Same colour as the other one actually, although this I think has been probably restored more recently. The paint's not cracking on this, but it doesn't matter, does it? It's a 5-speed gearbox conversion in this. Superb. We're very much enjoying ourselves, aren't we, so far? And then something more enjoyable here. A Mark 1 Ford Granada 3-litre gear with a manual gearbox. Mr. Coleman, who I was with last night, rubbish mechanic, he enjoys stuff like this very, very much indeed. He's had a lot of these Mark 1 and Mark 2 Granadas, and he says they are one of the best cars that Ford of Europe ever made, and I completely agree, having driven his Mark 2 Granada and a Mark 1 Granada more recently. So 76-77, this is a very late Mark 2 Granada, this one, 84-85 on a B. Amazingly for one of these, this is not a gear, it's probably a GL or something, a 2-litre. It should be like LX or something like that. We've got various badges that should have been there. I don't know what's happened to that, but there we go. Steady doing sort of jobs, there we go. Type 9 5-speed manual, excellent. It's got Chatsworth interior in that. And a Mark 1 Coupe. Superb. like Mark 1 Coupe's viewers. Over here, the Mark 1 Coupe is only ever sold in gear trim, although in other places you get them in other specifications as well. And we only got this sort of straight line as opposed to the Coke bottle coupes that were a bit earlier. So you get the manual all night, so this one's a manual. Yeah, the Mark 1 and Mark 2 Drivers Guild always do a fantastic stand at the NEC. Yeah, 74, 75, that one. Do we have an Escort estate? Yes, we do. I think we've been briefed on a bit here as well. I don't think this is standard anymore. Oh yes, Peugeot wheels, 17,000 miles from new. It's a 1988 1.6 GL. Shows Peugeot wheels don't look too bad, to be honest, really. They look alright. See the PCD, I think, would be similar to put one of those sets of wheels on it. Then another Mexico here. Ford Classics UK stand. FC UK, yep, very, very good. Yeah, Mark 1 Mexico, 73, 74. And then an old Anglia, it's been modified for, I don't know, something like, sort of, I don't know, drag racing or something, perhaps. A lot of these are used for drag racing now. 1959, so it's one of the last of the Anglia that became the popular Pop Rivet. Super. So look at some Sierra's views, having recently driven a 87 1.6 LX Sierra. Got an XR4i here, very lovely. So we've got the different side window styling, two different rear window designs for the 3-door Sierras. 83, 84 registration, this particular XR4, I think they came out of 84, I can't forget me that. And then a later one here, this is it's an XR 4x4 twin turbo. Wow, an 89 this one. Yeah, that is going to be very, very quick. Very quick. And then we can have a look at Fiesta Super Sports. I think these were 1981 only, from memory. With a 1.3 engine, like a predecessor to the XR2, but a 1.6. These are worth a lot of money now. Awful lot of money with Super Sports. These are all on W plates. I suppose I have to decide which one of these I prefer. I don't know, to be honest with you, at the moment. I'm not sure. My eye is drawn to this Strato Silver one here, perhaps. But they're all very, very nice. They're all beautiful. XR Owners Club UK. Typical sort of Mark 4 XR 3i here, 88, 89 registration. So many of them are in white. They were so cheap for so many years, these, and they got stolen and thrashed and rusted away. So it's amazing to see any of them in such lovely condition. Here we've got a nice XR2 85, 86 registration there. It's a 3i Cabrio 89, 90 plate, again in white, very, very 80s specification. We've got cassette storage going on down there as well. Wonderful. And then another Mark 4 XR3i. Look at the interior of this one. So remember these interiors ever so well. Well, we didn't really have many Fords for family when I was growing up. I do remember them. Superb. Yeah, and then we've got a couple more Sierras here. I didn't realise they made the XR 4x4 this late. Did they really? This is a really late one. This is one of the last Sierras. Sort of, they finished production in 1992. That's a 1992 registration. This one has been modified for track use. Excellent. One thing I would advise you not to do, viewers, is kind of crash a Sierra, because it will not go well for you if you do. That's the same for many old cars, isn't it? Anyway, that's it for this part. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you again in part 6 for some more incorrect information.